How you doing? What's going on, everybody? My name is DOCTORSAMMY BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button. In this live stream, we are going to discuss about the INFJ personality type. The INFJ is one of the Myers-Briggs type indicator personality types. And the first question we have to ask ourselves is this: what is INFJ? What does INFJ stands for? INFJ stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. Let me repeat that again. What does INFJ personality stand for? The initials INFJ stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. An INFJ personality type, as an introverted person, they often feel best when they spend time alone. Let me repeat that again. An INFJ personality type is somebody who feels at their best when they are spending time alone. That is the INFJ personality type. These people are intuitive and they tend to focus more on ideas, on concepts, rather than facts and details. The INFJ personality type, they put more emphasis on ideas and not on facts. The INFJ personality, in short, they make major decisions in their life based on their feelings. And that's why there's that feeling in that initial INFJ. The INFJ, if you're an INFJ personality type, most of your decisions are based on your values and on your feelings. The INFJ personality, they are not spontaneous. These are people who love planning a lot. They love staying organized. It's very rare to find an INFJ personality type. Most of the time, they are reserved and they are very reflective. Now, the INFJ personality type, as I've said, the INFJ personality type, this is an introverted, intuitive, feeling and judging kind of personality. So the big question here is, do you think you are an INFJ? You're watching this live stream and probably you are asking yourself if you are an INFJ. You are thinking, could you be one? INFJ is someone who is more introverted, someone who relies on their intuition to gather information. People use facts to get information, but the INFJ personality type, they use their intuition to gather information. They make decisions through feelings and emotions and not logic. The INFJ personality, they prefer to approach their life with more structure and scheduling as opposed to flexibility and spontaneity. That is the INFJ personality. They love things to do with planning, to be organized. The INFJ, that is the intuitive, feeling, and judging. They are introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging personality types. Sometimes they are called advocates. So the INFJ they are distinguished by their complexity of character and the unusual range and depth of their talents. INFJs are deeply concerned about their relation. They are deeply concerned about their relations with individuals. Sometimes you can mistake the INFJs for extroverts because they can appear to be so outgoing when they are interested in people. Because INFJs they have that feeling aspect where they want to care and be interested in people. You might mistake them for being extroverted. But the reality is that INFJs are true introverts. So, how do you know that someone is an INFJ personality? How do you know? These are thoughtful people. Some of the key personality traits of INFJs is that they are thoughtful. INFJs are known for being very helpful and considerate people. They are very compassionate and they are able to form strong relationships with those people that they trust. And most of the time, the INFJs will play the role of a helper. In short, they like helping people, which is another personality trait of the INFJ. INFJs like helping others. They like making the world a better place for others. Yes, they can be strong-willed, they can be decisive, but they do not use their qualities, those qualities, for personal gain. Instead, the INFJs want to help others. When people are in trouble, the INFJs will be quick to give their advice. They provide advice. They don't tell people what they should or what they must do, but they just give their thoughtful advice. In fact, most INFJ personality types, if you are an INFJ personality type, you'll realize that you love helping other people. You believe that helping other people is your main purpose, is your main goal in this world. The INFJs, they enjoy and they love participating in charities and in governmental organizations. Most of them are philanthropists. In short, they are caring people. They genuinely care about people's welfare. The INFJ is a creative person. They are very creative, these INFJ people. If you are an INFJ, you most probably are a very creative person. You are very imaginative. You have this strong ability to turn your ideals into solutions. You are a doer. The NFJs are introverted. And you can also say they are also extroverted in a way because of them caring for others, being concerned about others. Yes, they will say they are introverted because they love spending time alone. But one thing about NFJs, sometimes they want to spend time with other people. They want to be around people. Though not for a long period of time, but sometimes they just want to be around people. And they will want to be around people depending on who is this person, who are these people, what is their relationship with these people. In fact, if you are an INFJ, most of your friends think that you are an extrovert. People who are close to you, if you are an INFJ, they might think you are an extrovert because of the way you are caring to them, you are there for them. But you realize that your friends, if you are an INFJ, they think you are an extrovert, and sometimes they get confused and think that there's something wrong when you want to withdraw and be alone. Sometimes you want to be alone to recharge. And again, with NFJs, they're very selective when it comes to choosing their genuine friends. They just don't have any kind of person as a friend. They're very choosy. So I already talked about the creativity nature of INFJs. They enjoy finding solutions in all aspects of life. And the NFJs will always use their creativity to help others. They use their intuitive nature to express their creativity. NFJs will always try to give advice to people because they always try to solve life problems. INFJs, again, they are very intuitive people. They are highly intuitive. Talking of intuition, an INFJ has a very strong intuition. It's like they have a strong sixth sense. And this is because of their ability to detect patterns easily. They can connect dots to come up with conclusions. They can easily sense when something is wrong. When the NFJs believe that something is important to them, if they believe something is valuable to them, they'll pursue it with a lot of conviction. Most of the time, the NFJs are quiet people, but they have this intense passion for anything that is very important to them. NFJs, they love planning. They love being organized. They hate spontaneity. They love it when things are well planned and well organized. Because themselves, they are extremely highly organized people. In fact, you'll find most INFJs having day planners to guide their activities and tasks. When you want a task to be done and completed, very well. Sometimes give that task to an INFJ personality. And again, with INFJs, they're empathetic people. They have strong empathy towards others. But the challenge is that sometimes the INFJs can neglect their own feelings. Being empathetic, they have this natural ability to understand others' emotions. And they can sometimes sense the feelings of those people who are around them. The INFJ can quickly notice changes in other people's moods. They can quickly know when something is wrong. Now, one thing with the NFJs, sometimes they want to isolate themselves. Sometimes they just shut off. They don't want to be disturbed by anybody. They just want to be alone. Thank you, Rising Divinity. Thank you for watching this live stream, and I love your comment. You're saying interesting content. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned. Sawon Kazi. Thank you for your comment. Thank you, people. Thank you all those who are watching this live stream. The NFJ's personality, they enjoy seclusion. They sometimes just want to be alone. They don't want to be with anybody. They want to focus on themselves. They don't want to be disturbed. During these moments, they're trying to recharge. They don't shut off. They don't isolate themselves because they're antisocial. No. The reason why an INFJ personality will try to seclude themselves is because they are trying to recharge their energy. Remember, these are introverts. By secluding, by withdrawing themselves from others, they are recharging. That's why they spend time by themselves. When they are alone, it helps them clear their heads. And again, with an NFJ, trusting someone is not easy. They are very careful when it comes to friends and who to trust. NFJs are always thoughtful, and that's why they make thoughtful decisions. They have this strong concern for doing the right thing and helping others. Some of the strengths that INFJs have is that they are very honest people, they are considerate, they are warm, they are communicative, they are supportive, they have high integrity. Some of the weaknesses of the INFJ personality type is that they are very sensitive to criticism. They hesitate a lot to opening up at first. Again, some weakness of the INFJ personality type is that they may have unrealistically high standards. Sometimes they are perfectionists. Again, they also lack assertiveness. When it comes to relationships, the INFJs take their relationships very, very, very seriously. The INFJ is always trying to find the right one. They want to find the Miss Right or the Mr. Right. They want to find that perfect partner. And this makes them have extremely high standards when they're searching for a partner. You know, the NFJ is very concerned with issues like integrity, honesty, passion. But the good thing about INFJs, is that they tend to be very concerned with integrity, and they are very sensitive to their partner's needs. They are great listeners, and they are excellent communicators. Thank you, my friend, Be Good 4000. Thank you so much for your comment. Hello, Dr. Sammy. Great lesson. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I love your channel, Be Good 4000. I love your channel so much. If you are watching this live stream, please try and visit Be Good 4000 YouTube channel. It is one of the few YouTube channels that I normally watch religiously. It talks so well about, interesting topics like narcissism. Just visit that channel. Myself, I have to always, every day, I have to check what videos Be Good 4000 has posted. Thank you, my friend. Now, with the INFJ personalities, if you are an INFJ personality type, you are a great listener, and also you are a good communicator, but you are very hesitant to opening up, because INFJs are introverted by nature, and they are sensitive to criticism and conflict. And one thing about INFJ personalities, they love playing peacemakers. When there are conflicts, the INFJ is quick to become, they are quick to play the peacemaker role. So, one thing about INFJs, they're intuitive people. They have a unique intuition. And that's why the INFJs are always one step or two steps ahead. Because of this fantastic sixth sense, the intuition that they have. Again, they are empathetic people. They are empaths, in short. They are emotionally mature, and they are highly in tune with the moods of others. They're also idealists. That is, they have high standards of the world while being logical about what is right and wrong. They can dream and act sensibly. They're also trustworthy. Being excellent listeners, the INFJs can create beautiful, genuine connections with others with emotional maturity and intuitiveness. When you interact with an INFJ, when you connect with them, even for a short time, you will feel like you have known them for years. You'll feel like you've known the INFJ personality for 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 years, 5 years, and maybe you've just known them for a day or 2, 3 days or a week, because of their nature. They're excellent listeners. They connect well and genuinely with others, and they are very empathetic people. Again, the INFJ personality types, they are inspirational. They know what they want. They inspire others. They're motivational speakers. They're eloquent, great speakers. They offer good, thoughtful advice. They speak and they act. That's one thing with INFJs. When you have a friend as an INFJ, you are lucky because they will be genuine friends. As an INFJ, they genuinely want what is best for others without any personal gain. They don't want to use you. They are there and they care for your well-being. Another thing with an INFJ, they don't need to be praised. They are down-to-earth people. They don't consider themselves as more special than others, more superior than others, or more better than others. They are down-to-earth. They want peace. They want unity. And that's why we have very few INFJs in this world. Sometimes you can say an INFJ personality is a rare species because they're social introverts. You can think an INFJ is an extrovert because of the way they have this natural ability to form genuine connections with others. They love to socialize, but they also need their alone time. Because when they are alone, they recharge. Another confusing thing about INFJs, they can be moody. They are very kind people, but they can also be very moody. But the main thing about them, they are happy people. And they deeply care about those who are close to them. Now, let me warn you. If you cross an INFJ, if you hurt them, if you betray an INFJ, if you overstep their boundaries, or because they are highly intuitive people, if their intuition resists you, the INFJ will quickly change. They'll change from hot to cold. They'll pull away. You will be shocked. You will wonder, this person, the INFJ personality, was so sweet, was so warm, was so good, caring, loving. Where did all that go? Where did this sweetness go? Simply because you betrayed them. If you have an INFJ personality type as a friend, as a partner, don't cross them. Don't betray them. Don't hurt them. You'll see the other side of them, which you will not like it. They can even sense that you're going to betray them because of their intuition, and they will change on you abruptly. The INFJ personality, they're decisive, and they're also indecisive. And that makes them, again, confuse people. If the INFJ realizes that confronting someone might hurt them, might hurt that person's some feelings, they pull away, they pull back. So, as we are watching this live stream, my big question to you is this. Do you know an INFJ personality type in your life? Do you have a friend who is an INFJ? Would you be the INFJ? That's my big question to you. Could you be this INFJ personality type that we are discussing? You can tell us in the comment section of this live stream, do you think you could be an INFJ? Yes, my big question to you, you're watching this live stream. Do you think you are an INFJ? As I said when we started, an INFJ is a rare personality type. The meaning of INFJ personality type: they are complex people who have a strong desire to help others and make the world a better place. That is what the INFJ is all about. The INFJ is the rarest personality type. They have this unique ability to come up with carefully considered plans and take steps to bring positive change to people's lives. Generally, with the INFJ, they are very talented at reading people. An INFJ can look at you and read you. They can sense your mood. The moment they walk into a room, they can sense if it was a good thing coming to that room or not. And that's why we normally say the INFJs, they are very empathetic and kind people. So when you interact with an INFJ, one thing about them is that they are always trying to look for a deeper meaning behind what people do and say. Again, one thing with INFJs, they are people oriented. They need a lot of time alone. Even if they are people oriented, they need time alone, not just some time. The INFJs need a lot of time alone to recharge. The only way they can recharge is when they are shielded from the emotions of others. One thing about the INFJs is that you can mistake them for being extroverts. You can easily mistake an INFJ for being an extrovert. Thank you, Rising Divinity. Rising Divinity, thank you so much for being in this live stream. And I agree with you in what you are saying in your comment section. The INFJs, you can mistake them for being extroverted because of that aspect of them wanting to help others. Sometimes they need to be around people, but they will often feel exhausted when they are around people for too long. Especially when the INFJ is around people and the discussions are small talk discussions. When the discussions are, those mundane, discussing about mundane things that have no value. they get exhausted quickly. The NFJs will love it when they're around people and the discussions are healthy, building, constructive, and again, not for too long. They will quickly withdraw and isolate themselves to recharge. So if you think you are an NFJ yourself, you should be able to understand yourself so that when you start feeling exhausted when you are with people, you can know when to withdraw and recharge and understand yourself that you have no problem. You're just perfect. You're just okay the way you are. When we talk about relationships, NFJ, thank you, Rising Divinity. These are big facts. Yes, I agree with you. We need to know them. We need to know ourselves. We need to know these people we interact with. Be good, 4,000. Thank you for your comment. Yes, INFJs always need their space. When it comes to relationships, INFJs, they take commitment very seriously. They don't take commitment lightly. And they will not easily have casual flings. The INFJs want meaningful connections. They want to be understood. And we know that finding people who understand you is not easy. That's why, but the INFJs want to be understood, and they try to find someone who will understand their complex nature. And we know it's not easy. It's not an easy task. It's not easy to find someone who will understand this kind of personality. In fact, it's not easy to find people who understand others easily. Now, for people who can be compatible with INFJs are people who are supportive and loyal. If you believe you are a loyal person, you are a supportive person, if you meet an INFJ, you can form a formidable, very good relationship. One thing with INFJs, it takes them a long time to open up. So when you're dealing with an INFJ, you have to be a very patient person. You have to be a very patient partner. If you're not patient, you might not make it with an INFJ personality when it comes to relationships. The INFJs, they take time to think things through. They don't quickly jump into conclusions. They spend a lot of time and energy caring for others and looking after other people's needs. They're also very creative. They come up with new ideas, and ways of doing things comes naturally to INFJs. It's not difficult to come up with new ideas. The only weaknesses that the INFJs have is that they are very sensitive to criticism. When you criticize an INFJ, they will think that you're attacking them. They'll look at it as a personal attack. And that's where problems start. They are perfectionists also. They can also be stubborn. What I mean is that once an INFJ has decided to do something, it might be very difficult to persuade them otherwise. And they also tend to avoid conflict, drama, chaos. because they love peace, they love harmony. So just to remind you, the NFJ stands for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judging. And each letter in the INFJ represents certain personality characteristics. Introversion means that INFJs direct their energy to their inner world. Intuition means that INFJs focus on concepts and abstract theories. The feeling means that INFJs primarily make decisions based on people and values. Judging means that INFJs prefer to live their lives in a structured and organized way. I've said that INFJs they have a strong desire to help others, particularly those who they're close to or those who are less fortunate than themselves. They're very empathetic, not only to human beings, but also animals. And that's why the INFJs can also feel the emotions of others as if they are their own. Sometimes when you're in pain, the INFJ also feels in pain. When you're sad, they also become sad. The INFJs thrive when there's harmony, when there's peace. That's why harmony and peace are very important to INFJs. So, sometimes the NFJ is called the advocate. This advocate, the NFJ, is introverted, they're intuitive, feeling and judging. The NFJ tends to approach life with deep thoughtfulness and imagination. In their life, the NFJs, they are guided by their inner vision, their personal values, and the quiet, principled version of humanism in them. The NFJs, they tend to be confident during difficult times. They maintain a more positive attitude. When it comes to leadership, the NFJs, they lead with sensitivity. And they're very good at helping their team feel appreciated in the workplace. So, the big question again is, do you think you are an NFJ? The NFJs, they direct their energy inward. They are independent and deliberate. And because the NFJs are introverts, they are energized by spending time alone, and they have very few close friends. NFJs, are quick at their tasks and they enjoy finishing them. INFJs love to learn. They want to always grow. They're always trying to improve their lives. Are you an INFJ? So the INFJs, we've talked of the introversion aspect in them, which is characterized by a preference to focus on the inside world of one's.